we turn our attention now to this immigration recruitment matter. Of course, yes, so many things said about it from the presidency, from people out there, those collecting signatures, even the minister himself. We're joined now by Ibrahim Wala, who is a Public Affairs Analyst based here in Abuja. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, about this matter,
yes.
Of course, you've heard various perspectives, even the position of the government on this one, how they set up a committee to investigate this matter, how they cancelled the process, they will conduct another one, slots given here and there. You've been following on this. What do you think?
Well, okay, let me start by actually sympathizing with the families of these victims, especially the Nigerian applicants that actually died as a result of this exercise. Well, it's so sad. We're not happy. Nigerian youths are touched, and the whole scenario actually represents the bigger picture of the Nigerian situation. There are lots of speculations over the non-employment, lack of jobs in the country, but people actually did not get the picture, not until this recent happenings. But all the same, like you go, let me go straight to the point, the question you ask.
Yeah.
You see, to be very honest to you, this is nothing but another political shortcomings. What I mean by that is actually the leadership we have in this country should be better than what we have today. I'm not criticizing anybody per se. I'm being very realistic on the plight of the Nigerian youths, especially the applicants. The youths are the future of this country. We do understand. But I wonder to what level of sensitivity that a situation like this will happen. And yet, from the leadership, from the presidency, down to the judiciary, and even other concerned groups.
Okay.
People
break it down for us.
Yes.
Specifically.
Yes.
You could itemize, if you will.
Okay.
What do you think was wrong with the process, or with what happened?
Very good, very good. You see that there's a Nigeria, we all know is a country, which is, it has its laws and procedures of doing things. The first thing that should come to our mind is this, is Nigerian Immigration Service responsible for recruitment, or there's a body responsible for recruitment? Not just that, there are other oversight functions of the Immigration Service itself. Who handles that? We are aware that, yes, from the Minister of Interior's office, who oversees the four agencies, that is the four paramilitary agencies on that, which talk about the Nigerian Immigration Service, talk about the fire service itself, talk about the prisons, you talk about civil defense. All this forms the board at which they are vested. The powers of the presidency is vested on the board, which this board consists of a number of individuals from their offices down to their responsibilities. So we were expecting Nigerians to understand that, look, it is not just a one-man show. It's supposed to be the responsibility of the board to carry on that. But the question...
Did it come across as a one-man show?
No. For what we are looking... In fact, I took a protest to Nigerian Immigration Headquarters.
About the same matter?
On the same matter. But I was ignorant to think that, yes, it is all about Nigerian recruitment. Immigration recruitment. So where will it be, if not the headquarters? But it was when I got there, even after my arrest, I realized, okay, we started discussing, looking into the issues to be objective. I realized that, look, the headquarters itself was sidelined completely on this. I have fact to show you this. Because, yes.
Sidelined by?
Yes, from the minister's office. What I mean by that is this. I have the document which is even in a public domain now as we speak. In the first place, from day of the announcement of the vacancies in that office, I can tell you it was so shocking, and Nigerians will not even understand why things like this are happening. In the first place, the Controller General of the Nigerian Immigration Services had no idea of this announcement going out.
Really?
Seriously.
Are you implying that the board of the Immigration Service never discussed this?
You see, this is one of the anger I have with even the Controller General of Immigration. He's supposed to speak out. But then I understand why he's not talking. But all the same, we're able to get to this document that reveals that...
Do you have any of them?
Of course. There seems to be a kind of protest even within the board, because the secretary, in fact, I can put it through, the number of people we have on the board, there are two people that almost to a point that they protested that, look, they are not interested in what is going on in the board, meaning the high-handedness of the Minister of Interior actually made them say, look, I'm not interested. even when the secretary resigned, a director, they resigned and left the board, he later, the announcement that came on a newspaper for the vacancies was bearing his signature. He protested. He said, look, I'm not on the board. Why would you come? Why would my signature be endorsed? I didn't sign any announcement.
Can that be interpreted as somebody forging?
Exactly. That is it. And which even, look, if journalism is actually taking place in Nigeria, the investigation should have passed this level where we are. We all know that there's a board. Go into the board, find out what is happening, what has happened.
Hold on. Before you even had a conversation with some of the authorities, some of the members of the authorities in the Immigration Service,
yes,
you said you were arrested. Right?
Exactly.
So that was before they spoke with you.
Yes.
Do you think anybody in that board will be willing to speak?
Well,
if they're willing to speak, how is it that they've not spoken up till now?
No. You see. Like,
or are you speaking for them?
We all
are you speaking for the protest members of the board?
For the board?
Yes.
No. I'm not speaking. I'm speaking as a Nigerian youth that is actually concerned about the death of fellow Nigerian youths.
Is it not possible that that man signed that document before he resigned from the
board? No. Okay, fine. Okay, then what prompted the protest from even the Controller General himself? There's a letter, which if you want me, I can show you the document here. So what I'm saying is this: if really Nigerians want to understand, not want to go by what is happening, we should dig deep to understand the crisis as it is.
Yeah.
This is it. Okay.
From the immigration himself?
Yes.
Okay, so this is addressed to the secretary.
Exactly. The purported secretary.
Fire, Immigration and Prison Service.
Yes.
In Abuja.
Yes.
Attention, Dr. R.K. Tayo, Director.
Yes.
And then it says, application for appointment of qualified persons into the Nigerian Immigration Service. So, is this a letter of protest?
Yes. The Controller General was actually wondering, how could these vacancies be advertised without my conscience, without my knowledge, which I, as the head of the agency there, which also not just that, but a member of the board as well. So even before this...
Let me read out the second part of this.
Yes.
Because he says, let me see, who signed it, by the way? Just a minute, I need to just go down to the second page. Oh, okay. DS Paradigm, Controller General, Nigerian Immigration Service, signs it.
Yes.
And in the second paragraph, it says, I wish to further state that this advertisement for employment took me by surprise, and the agency which I head, i.e. the Nigerian Immigration Service. Okay? He says, I'm aware that the Civil Defense, Fire, Immigration and Prison Service Board Act Cap 12, 2004 confers powers of appointment on the board. However, the same act equally delegates such powers, i.e. recruitment, to the services, particularly recruitment into Category B, which has been the case up till this moment. So, with this letter, which was signed by him,
yes.
So he's saying somebody is usurping his position or his authority.
Exactly.
That's what it means.
Exactly. And they responded. There's a response there too. By the board, by the so-called board, let me say. So, in essence, what we're talking about here is this. Look, you see, it's very sad that in Nigeria, we all understand the politics that always takes, where I always find this difficult to understand. You understand that the appointment of the ministers is as if it is meant to actually concentrate more on the business angle or on the juicy part of the whole responsibility, leaving the real work. And I'm telling you, with this, find people that are supposed to do the job actually being dominated. Even their power is being that is being vested to them on them is also being taken away by this so-called politicians we have ministers. I'm not condemning every minister, but I'm telling in this particular aspect there are so much that the eyes can see on this issue. So in essence, I appreciate one thing here. We are not arguing on the existence of the board. We are not undermining the powers of the board. But what about the responsibility of those in National Assembly, the committee that is actually supervises this board? What is the position of that? Let me show you a page here. There is also a document, in fact, a publication on the newspapers, that even the committee from the House of National Assembly, they also gave instructions that, look, this exercise must stop.
Okay.